Shalom Aleichem, everybody. At the end of Parashat Matos, Shevet Gad and Shevet Reuven approach Moshe Rabbeinu and ask him to enable them not to live in Eretz Yisrael, rather to live on the eastern side of the Jordan River. And eventually, after Moshe Rabbeinu's intense lessons and demands, Moshe agrees to their request. What's interesting, however, is that when they initially made the request in Perek Lamed Beis Pasuk Beis, it was two Shvatim who made the request, Shevet Gad and Shevet Reuven. However, when the Torah concludes the entire episode, the Torah says in Perek Lamed Beis Pasuk Lamed Gimel that Moshe agreed to give lands on the eastern side of the Jordan River to whom? To Shevet Gad, to Shevet Reuven, and to part of Shevet Menashe. And the question is, where did they come from? If they were included in the original request, how come they weren't mentioned? And if they weren't included in the original request, why did they get included when the deal was eventually arranged? And this question is asked by many Mefarshim. Take a look when you have a chance at the Ibn Ezra and the Ramban and the Netziv and others. But for today, I'd like to share a beautiful explanation given by the Sifsei Kohen, Rav Mordechai HaKohen, who died in 1598. He quotes his Rebbe, Rav Yisrael de Kuriel, who died in 1573, who was one of the Talmidim of the Arizal. And again, this is found in Rav Mordechai HaKohen Sefer on the Chumash, Sifsei Kohen. He says the following beautiful idea. Menashe did not originally request to live on the eastern side of the Jordan River. However, Moshe Rabbeinu was afraid that if Bnei Yisrael were separated geographically, then they would also be separated in other ways. The nation would split, chas v'shalom, the achdus, the unity that Moshe Rabbeinu worked so hard to attain, that would all, God forbid, disintegrate. It's in a very short amount of time. When people live far apart from each other, they sometimes feel like they're not part of the same nation, like they're not part of the same destiny, and that would become and create an unspeakable tragedy. And therefore, says the Sifsei Kohen, Moshe took some families from Shevet Menashe, not all, but some, and he placed those families across the river. That way, with some family on one side of the Jordan River and some family on the other side of the Jordan River, there would be natural achdus. There would be natural togetherness. There would be, God forbid, no splits. And that is the way we feel today. Some of us live in Eretz Yisrael, and some of us do not yet live in Eretz Yisrael. But God forbid, the geographic distance must not be a cause for separation. We are all family, and families, no matter how far apart physically, are never really separated. Have a good Shabbos, everyone.